Ocean Spit, a little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's April 26th. We got an incredible show lined up for you guys today. First of all, every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show, whether you're watching it on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, the Mo Carraro Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on X, Twitter, YouTube, and the Ocean Spit Facebook page, Monday through Friday. And we got a lot of good stuff coming up, folks. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609. We have my good friend Debbie that's going to be on in just a couple minutes from the Huntington Disease Society of America. She's going to say a few words in the beginning, and then my co-host, the great Jerry Jam. So, guys, girls, let's go to work. Showtime. Yeah, thank you, Dina Manzella from Seventh Heaven, for that great intro. Hey, guys, Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Great stuff happening today. Let's get right to our sponsors, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and now in Mesa, Arizona. Now, Ace Hardware's got a good thing going on, folks. You know how much I love dogs and Almost Home Foundation for Dogs. Here's what we're doing. Help support the Almost Home Foundation for Dogs for Pets, purchasing a $5 cash raffle ticket. Enter to win a brand new Weber Spirit 200 Series grill, along with all the accessory packages that's donated by the Norwich Ace Hardware folks, affiliated with the rest of the JRC Hardware Group. Tickets can be purchased in the store or by Zelle. That's my wife Laura's number, 847-370-3370. Make sure you include your name. All proceeds raised will be donated to the Almost Home Foundation. Now, tickets are available through March 23rd. Ocean Spit will be live Norwich at noon on December 23rd. We're doing a live remote, me and Laura Ocean, and the raffle drawings will take place after the show. Winner does not need to be present, and you can keep buying as many $5 raffle tickets as you can, but you will need to arrange pickup if you win the grill. And that's going to be a great donation on March 23rd, live from the Norwich store, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, it's got a great thing that Ace Hardware does. Let's real fast. Let's just see who's watching. A couple guys are watching today. Good, Ryan. How you doing? Kim Peterson, LaFew. All right. So joining me for the first part for a couple minutes here, taking the time. My friend Debbie's got this great fundraising thing that they're doing this Sunday. It's April 28th. It's called Dine to Donate. It's going to be at the lovely Village Tavern Grill, one of our favorite places, 901 West Wise Road in Schaumburg, Illinois, folks. It's going to be all day long from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. All you got to do is show up there. You got to say you're part of the Huntington Disease Society of America, and whatever you eat and drink that day on your bill, 20% of that, it's going to go to Huntington Disease Society of America. So talking about this real fast is our good friend, Debbie. Debbie, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Tony. How are you?
Well, great. Thank you for being on the show. Tell us about Team Hope and Huntington Disease Society of America.
Huntington disease is something that is relatively new. They're doing great research. It is a fatal disease. It is hereditary. It attacks the nervous system and the brain. It reacts kind of like ALS, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's. So it usually affects people in their late 30s, early 40s. And again, it's hereditary, it's fatal, there's no medication, there's no cure. They have come up with testing to see if it's in the family. If someone in the family has it, there's a 50-50 chance. Siblings are going to get that as well. So it's a great society. They're doing great research through Northwestern and a lot of different hospitals. Great people. They're doing a walk in May as well, but I'm doing the Dine to Donate. We're also going to have a 50-50 raffle. And if there's any other information somebody needs, they can contact me. I'm going to post everything to your show. They can look there and they can just contact me.
Whatever it is, Debbie. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Huntington Disease Society of America, Team Hope is doing their Dine to Donate. We want you all, if you're in the Schaumburg area, or if we all love Village Tavern and Grill for their chicken fingers alone and everything else that they have. It's a great restaurant, great place. We've done live remotes there. Show up there this Sunday, April 28th. Tell them you're here for the Huntington Disease Society of America, and 20% of your bill will go to that organization. We need to do this, folks. It's a good cause, and maybe hopefully they'll come up with something to help some of these people who are suffering from this horrible disease. Debbie, I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you for what you're doing for this organization, and hopefully we can get some people over there. And you might want to give a number or something that they could, if they might not be able to attend. Is there any other way they might be able to donate something if they can't make it there?
There is. I'll put the link on your site, or they can call me at 847-347-7837. Leave a message. I'll get back to them and I'll send them a direct link, but I will have it on your site as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Debbie, for what you're doing. I appreciate it. Give my best to Robin there, and you guys have a great day over there getting ready for the big event this Sunday. Thank you so much, Debbie. Have a great day. Bye-bye, hon. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend. Our good friend Debbie there, folks. It's a good cause, so it's very, very important that you guys for the hunting. I mean, that's crazy, all these diseases. Guys, you know who's on the screen? And Tony Toto just asked, is there sun in your kitchen, Jerry Jams, with your sunglasses on?
Yes, there is. I got the floodlights on.
It's either that or you would be, you're not high by any chance, are you? And you just don't want anybody to see your red eyes. Okay, that could be it. Jerry Jams in the house, folks. Jerry Jams is in the house. Now, before we Jerry start going, let's get a couple more sponsors out of the way. Let's not forget our publicist, the great Bernie DeMayo. If your company's looking for a publicist, public relation is the way to go. Every company. Bill Gates said, even though I don't care for his political views, Bill Gates said if he was down to his last marketing dollar, he'd spend it on public relations. And here's a guy that's worth $100 billion. Go to Bernie DeMayo Bernie DeMayo's Experience, Creative, Smart, and give him a call at 312-217-5658. That's Bernie DeMayo, the great public relations. Works for the Bears, works for the Hawks, works for the Bulls. He's fantastic. Bernie DeMayo Partners are good friends. And if you're looking to buy and sell in a house, well, there's only one way to go. Our good friend Mary Grievous, everybody. That's right. Mary Grievous, servicing the Chicagoland, the perfect real estate professional. Whether you're putting your home on the market or looking for your dream home, give her a call today. That's Mary Grievous, folks. Available to assist buyers, sellers for sale by owners, expired listings. Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. That's Mary Grievous at starkre.com, or give her a call at 630-688-1725. That's my good friend Mary Grievous. Also, folks, Mary is also in charge of the Chicago Music Cruise 2025 coming up. It's going to be so much fun. We're excited to do it again. There you go. Jerry's got the cup.
7-7.
Yeah, there you go. So if you don't know about it, folks, if you've been under a rock and you don't know about it, we did the cruise back in January, and we're doing it again. Now, we're going to give everybody a chance to join us. Karen Brandolino, how you doing, Carol? Claudette, look forward to seeing you Thursday, honey, celebrating your birthday. Emo, Florida's in the house. Ronnie Starr, what's up, my brother? Great seeing you last night, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But anyway, the Chicago Music Cruise 2025, it's going to happen March 22nd through March 30th. Now, that's 8 days, 8 nights, actually. You leave on Saturday, you come home Sunday. So it's going to be fantastic. 8 nights on the beautiful Southern Royal Caribbean cruise line, Wonders of the Seas. It's going to be great, folks. Fort Lauderdale, Curacao, Aruba, and Coco Key, Bahamas. It's going to be Mojo's Jukebox, my rock band, Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band, Mr. Jerry Jams, Danny Ramundi, Double T, Tony Toto. Also Ronnie Starr is going to be joining us. Ronnie Starr is going to be joining us as well on that ship, as well as Hillbilly Rock Stars and Seventh Heaven. So it's going to be huge. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com or give Mary a call at 630-688-1725 and tell them Tony O sent you. All right, we got to get you on there. Richard Hamlin. Richard, Captain Step Up Patrice. How you doing, my dear friend? I hope you guys had a nice turnout yesterday at the Tap Grill in Palatine with the Chicago Honey Bears for the NFL draft. We'll talk a little bit about that. Ron Sherbert, how you doing, my buddy? Shammert, long time no see, pal. Don't forget, every Tuesday, Carol Brandolino and Twisted Tuesday. But my co-host today is the great Jerry Jams Renda. He's from Elmwood Park, Illinois, sitting there in his kitchen. Jill, how you doing from Indiana? Guys, first of all, me and Jerry want to thank you guys for coming up yesterday to the wonderful Village Pub in North Riverside off of Cermak Road. It's a great food. I mean, George and the staff do an incredible job there. It's fantastic. I want to thank Ronnie Starr for that. I want to thank the great Louis Pipes and Dana. I'll thank, of course, for kicking off the show. And it was great seeing Danny and Nina and Dina, and of course, the Spins and Marty, Billy and everybody that showed up yesterday. Jerry, don't you just love their food over there?
Oh, gosh. Yeah. I got the eggplant with the spaghetti. I mean, they just give you enough for 2 or 3 people to eat, not just one. Their portions are big. You notice your burger was a pounder.
That thing was huge, and the fries alone. I thought I got the whole pig. I don't know what it was, but it was great. So Village Pub. Now tonight we're going to be at the Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Me and Double T, Tony Toto, 8:00 showtime. Tomorrow we have a private event in Moretti's and Elgin, and Sunday, me and Daryl Armenstein will be at the wonderful Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy for Rat Pack Sunday, 3:30 to 6. And then I'm on a trip. Me and Carlo, we're going camping. So we'll be gone for 4 days. I'm excited to get on the road and do that. But we're having fun today, Jams. And also at the end of the hour, big show coming up Thursday, May 2nd. It's Tony Ocean's Mojo's Jukebox and Nick Sahaj's Chicago Hitmen. We're going to be at the Des Plaines Theater. Yeah. It's not the Piano Man. It's his new band called Chicago Hitmen. It's a completely different band. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Thursday, May 2nd at the Des Plaines Theater. We're going to give away 2 tickets to that show at the end of the hour. We're going to give you that trivia question, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight, Lisa P. starring with Anchors Away. That's right. They'll be doing their stuff, so good luck with that. It's going to be a lot of fun. James Bellucci and Lisa P. And at Tailgaters, thank you, Ronnie Starr. I appreciate it, buddy. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Busy stuff, good stuff happening. Let's talk real fast, Jerry. Now, let me ask you something. You've been doing this how long, your DJ stuff?
Oh, gosh. Let's see, November 81, I got married. May of 82, I went independent, doing weddings and radio broadcasting and stuff like that. As you notice, we're on Fox. The audio and video guys, DAV production, I knew what was going on. It made it so much easier for us to do the Rat Pack promo.
Yeah. You know what? You've been doing that for a long time. You even got that radio voice that I got you really well. Ronnie B. Elvis is watching. My good buddy Dakota from Las Vegas, Nevada. Dakota, again, lost to your great sister. Please private message me, and we can make sure we can help Dakota and his sister for some funeral expenses. They need some help. So let's make sure you guys reach out to me, and I can give you Dakota. And Dakota, if you can, while you're watching, how about you putting that number up on the comments so people can donate there? That would be much better there for us so people can actually see it. Yeah, we have a lot of great shows, and it's a lot of fun that we do it. But you know what, James, what keeps you doing it? People always ask me, Tony, what keeps you doing it 5 nights a week, 6 nights a week? What keeps you motivated?
The love of music. That's what it's all about. You know, when you like music, it's in your blood. It's like anything else. And you just I love entertaining. I'm a Leo, so I'm a showman kind of guy. If you notice, I can't keep steady when I'm behind the board playing the music for you. Always got to be doing something.
You got to be doing something, and you know what? And it makes everything exciting too. It makes something fresh and new, and it's a lot of fun. So that's what it's all about, folks. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Jerry Jams, my co-host today. Let's get a couple more sponsors, folks. How about my buddy Sal from Deutz Power Center, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutz Power Center, 224-276-6550. My good buddy Sal from Deutz Power Center. And it was great seeing Sal on Wednesday, along with cousin Tommy, Russ, and Sonny at Rosario's. That was a hell of a lot of fun. And let's not forget my lawyer, Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. If you're looking for a great lawyer, he's right out of Rosemont, Illinois, 708-275-4264, a statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. And don't forget my wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions. Increasing profits while reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again if you go with Laura Ocean Solutions. And last but not least, Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida, folks. They are great. You got to call Javier, folks. They're hand rolled. You ask them for the brand new Tony Ocean special. They'll hand roll it and send it right to your house. 727-366-7536. And if you guys are talking about hair for men, we're talking about Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days. Anthony and Carmela out of Rosemont, Illinois, 773-999-7888. Forget the sprays, the comb overs, the hats, just to cover your bald head. Get it done and do it right with Trico Hair Experts. There you go. You got to love it. Ocean Pit Little Show by Things, Friday, the 26th of April. Man, Jerry, this year is just flying. Just
unreal.
Flying.
Feels like Christmas right on the corner again.
It just feels like Christmas is coming back. My sister Natalie's watching. She says, hi, Jerry Jams. You're doing very good.
I gave her a love.
All right, let's get to some stuff here. All the women out there.
Before we go here, Tone, we got an update from Dakota. You can sell your money. If you see that one?
I did not see it yet. Hold on, it might be back here. Emo Village Pub. No, I don't see it yet. It hasn't hit me on my side yet. Oh, there it is. Our good friend Dakota, everybody, great singer here in Chicago. Of course, he moved to Las Vegas and does music out there. His sister's having some passed away, of course, and their family needs some help for funeral expenses. So whatever you can, Zeller at 312-998-2748. Whatever you can donate for a good cause for our fellow friends. And that's what it's about, man, helping people. And that's what we need to do. Ryan Lewis, great seeing you. Rosanna Caputo, Denise, how you doing? Nina Terry, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's great, man. Good stuff. Now, ladies out there, Jerry, do you remember your mom or your grandmother, ladies, using hair curlers? Imagine waking up and they got the hair curlers. There it is. Hello from Palm Springs. There she is, Elizabeth Hayes. Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing from Palm Springs? I hope you're doing well, my friend. All right. So remember the ladies with the curlers? Oh, I remember seeing my mom and with the, oh, God, I don't know. Dennis, how you doing, Lake Geneva? I'd seen a picture today. Someone asked, Tony, do you remember anybody wearing curlers? I remember my mom. I always see the picture. I always seen the picture when it was like hair curlers sitting there at the hair salon and picking up my mom and Elmwood Park. She right on the corner there on North Avenue, and it was the name of the place. She's still got the hair curlers, and then she'd have the hairdresser. I mean, the hair dryer, and she'd be smoking a cigarette. You know, back in the day where you can actually smoke in there. It was crazy. Yeah, Denise, how you doing? Yes, wasn't that funny? How people had to use that hair curlers. Guys, we're talking about the NFL draft. Everybody getting so excited. Oh, like the guy that just went to New England is going to be Mitch Trubisky II. I don't know, whatever. And this Caleb Williams. Everybody's excited about Caleb Williams. Kathy Eppolito, how you doing, my friend? Your curler's always around us. There you go. Absolutely. What is your thoughts on Caleb Williams?
Caleb, I tell you, I was a Justin Fields fan. I got spoiled with Justin. I felt the Bears did an injustice for Justin Fields because now Caleb Williams, they even drafted a first-round wide receiver. And Justin Fields, he didn't have any of this stuff. Fields had nothing. He didn't even have an offensive line. I mean, no matter.
But they also knew that. They also knew that when he came in.
Look
right?
at Caleb Williams now. Caleb Williams has got all the arsenal. He's got the offensive line. Really, the Bears need a center. And I didn't realize it until the Eagles with the one guy, what's his face? The one brother that's going out with that singer. How important is a center? It's just as important as a quarterback. He tells his tackles which way to go. And the Bears fail to have a good center as well ever since Krutz from the 1985 Bears.
But here's what I don't get, and what you got, and the excuse with the Bears. It's always the quarterback's fault. It's always the quarterback. He didn't get a fair. Now Ron says he's certainly very talented, but Fields never had a fair shake. Could you give me the last? Okay, but give me the last quarterback for the Chicago Bears that had a fair shake.
Jim McMahon.
Okay, 1985. Hey, Bears fans, the Super Bowl is over. It's done. It's years ago. It will never happen again.
They just said the Bears have not drafted a first-round quarterback since 1917. I think that's a lie because they had that lefty about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago. He was a first-round draft choice. Maybe he was second round. I could be wrong. And they don't pan out because the Bears don't put the money on the offense. It's always on defense.
Defense. Well, you know what? Now they're saying this Caleb Williams supposedly is like Patrick Mahomes. Let me tell you something. If Patrick Mahomes would have came to the Chicago Bears, he would have been just like Justin Fields. They would have done nothing to him.
Mitch Trubisky, number 2.
And and you know what? I do believe it's the McCaskies. I don't care what anybody says. It's the McCaskies. They don't know what the hell they're doing, and they don't care because people from Chicago still go and watch a losing team every year. And I think what you're going to have to do is stop going to the games until they start spending money. And maybe not this year, like Jerry said, maybe now this year that they're actually trying to spend some money. Maybe they're trying to do it right this year.
See, here's the thing with the Chicago teams. You've never seen the place empty in Wrigley Field. No matter who they put on the field, place is packed to capacity. You don't put the right people on the field for the Sox, they ain't going. That's that simple. And that's how everybody should treat these teams in Chicago. You ain't putting a product out there, we're not supporting it. Right now, the Phoenix Coyotes they sold out. The Arizona Coyotes, remember the hockey team, they're gone. They're going to Oregon because nobody was supporting them. They didn't have the right players.
Well, look, you guys making some great sense here. Ron Shamrich said they have had a number 1 pick in 46 years, number 1. Ron Starr says they've been same issue with Bobby Avellini, Phillips, Evans Flutie, Tomczak. But so why don't they learn from it? Why does Green Bay Packers or the New England Patriots, when a quarterback goes down, their second string is just as good or very close, or their wide receiver? Why can't the Bears know how to draft? That's who should be getting fired. The guys who draft, they need to do that. I mean, why?
Well,
answer me that.
I know you're a Packer fan, and I'm not a Packer fan, but I will draw a line in the sand. You had Brett Favre. The next guy they had was, what's his face that went to the Jets? I don't even know. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers. Yeah. Now they got Rodgers. They pick up Love. So they're picking up first-round QBs, and they're learning from their main QBs. And now they got a string of 3 QBs that are great. And the Bears had 75 quarterbacks since then.
Right. And you guys are coming in with the best here. Richard, Captain Rick, the Bears need to spend cash. They're cheap bastards. They won't do it. Craig Olson, but they say that it's the building years. It's the rebuilding years since 86.
Building for 40 years.
Hang it up. And you actually believe, I'm not a Packer fan. I loved Brett Favre and I loved Aaron Rodgers. So, what I loved about Green Bay, guys, Jeff, how you doing, buddy? What I loved about Green Bay is the fans own the team.
Yes.
You got to love that. I mean, they're part owner. They really care for that. And thank you, Caesar. The coaches suck. They never bring in a good coach. They never do anything to try to expand. First of all, I just want to say hello to my friend Lillian. Lillian, I hope you're feeling well, honey.
Hello. How you doing, Lil?
Get back out. Professor Darrell. That's the problem. And it all goes down, guys. Thank you, Richard. The Packers know how to develop a quarterback, and the Bears do not. And I also believe, thank you, Mary, I believe it's McCaskies. You have to get rid of that lady. Get rid of her. And I think they would maybe they sell the team or bring in somebody who knows football. And if they actually believed that they were going to be a great team if they went to Arlington Heights, that's a joke. And now they're in the city of Chicago and they want you people to pay the tax.
Well, here's the craziest thing. You drafted a first round draft choice, Justin. I believe Justin was maybe first. I could be wrong. But definitely, you didn't even have a quality offensive coordinator to start out his career. He was only a QB coach.
Yeah.
Now he goes to Houston. Where did he go? No, he went to Vegas. That guy that they had the offensive coordinator. Why didn't he pull in Justin Fields?
I don't know. See,
the Raiders should have pulled Justin Fields. If he's that good of a quarterback, and if he's that good of an offensive coordinator, you're married to one another. Matter of fact, Caleb Williams followed his coach from Oregon, I believe it was, or Washington. I forget which college he was at, whatever it was. But he followed him to USC because he loved that coach. And if it wasn't for that coach there in USC, he didn't get the prompts that he did in the earlier college years as he did with the last two.
Another thing that Caleb Williams has got going for him, folks, his father was a great player, Super Bowl, had a Super Bowl ring. His father was huge. So that helped for him too, and I think that's going to help.
Put two and two together. That's Doug Williams' son, huh?
Yeah. So he's going to have. He's been bred since he was a kid, probably, and probably has guys been teaching him all around because they say he's the new Patrick Mahomes on paper. We'll have to see. Like I was talking to Joey Spins yesterday, and he said, the Bears. What did they win last year? 6 games or 7 games, whatever it was. And
they were under 500.
Yeah, they're predicting the same amount of wins this time. If they get more than that, that would be great. But I'm asking you, Bears fans, with all the money they are spending, a little bit money this year, I noticed they're getting the center. They need a wide receiver. They got a wide receiver. If they don't make the playoffs this year, what happens?
No, he's going on a rookie contract. He ain't going nowhere. He's going to stay there.
But if they don't rebuild, if they don't give him a team, what happens? You know what I mean? The problem is if Caleb Williams goes down, who's the quarterback? Who's number 2 coming in?
I think it was that guy that was undrafted.
Packers
didn't look that bad either.
The Packers probably got 2 good guys waiting if Jordan Love gets hurt. The Patriots, 2 guys waiting if the guy gets hurt. The Bears never do, but I do blame it all. I feel bad for the players because they're going out, they're trying to do the best they can, but with McCaskey's, they're the leader, they're the owners. It is what it is. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Jerry Jams, co-host today, guys. A couple interesting stuff that people have been sending me. How about this, Jerry? Fox 32 News. Who would you think of making this? Who would actually make this and sell this? And who would buy it? You hear about this? This flame-throwing robotic dog unleashed for sale in the United States of America. It's a robot dog that shoots fire. Who's going to make it and who's going to buy it? And see, I can't believe some of the stuff that's coming out here. It's driving me crazy.
Well, probably with all the divorces that are out there, someone would buy that flaming dog, so they burned the house down if they didn't get it and they lost it in the divorce.
Or what if they take that flaming dog at a parade or a rally or something? Somebody goes schizo and goes crazy. Unbelievable.
No, they need to put that away.
Yeah, put that away. Get rid of it, whatever it needs. Here's some facts.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. How you doing? Ridiculous stuff. Listen to this. Fun facts. Records indicate that Julius Caesar never once said thank you in his life. This is most likely due to the fact that he couldn't speak English. See that? We're learning something new every day here, folks, here on Ocean. Wow. Useless information. Here it is. A bee can flap its wings 230 times in just 1 second. That means the wing muscle of the bees are no less than the engine of a supercar. Wow. I love these animal things that you got. Richard sends me this facts and stuff. Good stuff. Now let's talk about baseball. We just talked about that. What do you think about that, Jerry? Dodgers, Hody Otani, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, cleared of all wrongdoing with the NBA baseball with his betting and stuff. Did you hear about that story at all from the Dodgers?
Yeah, Shatani. Basically, his translator was the one that was like stealing his money and gambling it. I don't know
Well,
if that's a cover up, blaming somebody else and not him. They said he had the gambling problem.
so that could be all right. Hi, Gianna. How you doing? My good
They'll
friend
squash
Gianna
this
Rigo.
like Michael Jordan. They'll squash it like Michael
They'll
Jordan.
squash it like Michael. They did. But here, Pete Valone says, I wish I had access to someone's multi-million-dollar account without them noticing $18 million went missing from this guy's account. $18 million.
Wow, that's a lot of money to find out that. Ooh, that is like a $10 or something like that. You're talking 18 mil.
Hey, Jeff, so you're saying the Brewers to sweep the Yankees? Won't happen, Jeff. Won't happen. Go Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks are good. Here's some more stuff you guys sending me. This is Diana Peterson, of course, former Playboy Bunny that we did her show on Sunday. Thank you for that, Diana. Israel is the only nation on earth that inhabits the same land, bears the same name, speaks the same language, and worships the same God they did 3,000 years ago. That is in Israel. I mean, stuff that's coming out right now with all these wars and crazy stuff. I don't know. I'm scared, Jerry. What do you think going into November? What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, the Middle East has always been a trauma center since God knows when anybody was born. They never got along with one another.
Yeah.
I think right now they're having a 3-ring circus because Biden is in. They know Biden's not going to push that button, but they're scared to death until November. If we get our guy in there, he ain't going to put up with that crap. It's going to be all over with.
And Danny Nozak.
War. Yeah, go ahead, Danny.
No, I just said Danny Nozak. Thank you. Great seeing you and Dina last night, brother. Thank you so much. But you're right, Jerry. Yeah, Danny's the legend. I agree with you. No, I agree, guys, with you. I'm afraid. And you know what? Whether you're politically, whatever side you're on, whether you like President Donald Trump or whether you like President Joe Biden, whatever it is, I truly believe that if former President Donald Trump was still in office, I don't think we've had any wars going on because everybody's even the leader of the South Korea faked his death. He was so scared of President Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump. Yeah, Lisa P is watching. What's up, honey? Lisa P.
Hi, thank you very much, Lisa. Well. You're a legend too.
You're a legend, Lisa. And good luck tomorrow or tonight at Anchors Away with Jim Palucci over there at Tailgaters. Angelo Packy's in the house. Richard Hamlin says Trump's going to send that flame-throwing dogs. Yes.
There you go. Put him on a rocket and send the dog out there with him.
And my friend Michelle, and that's exactly what she says, which makes a lot of sense. The scary thing is we can't trust the voting system. Right now, if you're watching, Trump's just killing. He's winning everywhere. He even won in California, which I didn't think that would happen. But it's going to be a little scary. And I don't know. Dominic Torsten, what's up, buddy? Trump would financially chokehold them. Absolutely. It's going to be very difficult. And I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping for our man to get back in. And then Jeremy makes a good point too. Thank you, Jeremy. The future is scary no matter who wins in November, because if Donald Trump does win, people are going to go ballistic in the Civil War, we're already in a Civil War already. And if Joe Biden wins, because forget him, he doesn't even know even if he won, he wouldn't know he won. And, whatever. So I'm just afraid if in August or September, they decide to bring on Biden, President Joe Biden backs out, and they bring in Michael Obama. And if Michael Obama runs,
Michelle,
who knows, right?
Michelle, not Michael, Michelle Obama.
Oh, you mean Michelle? Oh, I thought there was I thought Michelle was a man. I wasn't quite sure. Michael, I thought Michael.
No, Michelle is his wife.
Oh, Michelle is his wife. Oh, okay.
And she's
you can never tell with that Adam's apple she got. Anyway, Carol Minotti, how you doing? We're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things. My good friend Jerry James in the house, having some fun. We'll have to wait and see. Another great. Listen to this. The only Japanese passenger who survived the Titanic lost his job because he was known as a coward in Japan for not dying with the other passengers. Do you know that? Those kamikaze pilots, you know, if they don't actually do their mission, they get destroyed even when they get back home to their own country because they're calling you a coward. It's pretty scary stuff in there. Thank you, Emil. It's still Michael. I love it. I love it, guys. Green Bay, talking about football. The Packers have had white helmets from 1956 to 1958. So now they might change their helmets to go. Packers may add white alternative helmets. So maybe they'll just come out with plain white and green helmets. So they're going to try to switch it off going into the new year. John, how you doing, buddy? Happy Friday. The closer we get to the election, the more civil unrest in the country we'll see. The Democratic Convention in Chicago will look like a war zone. If they bring in anyone, it will be Gavin Newsom. Oh, thank you for that. Who cares about that? I mean, but John, you're right on that. And I don't care for Gavin Newsom either. So it's going to be scary. And you know what, Jerry? Me, you, and Ocean's Rat Pack at the Democratic Convention will be performing those 2 nights at the Carnival downtown on that Monday and Tuesday. We're doing 2 shows. I think I told you. So it's going to be us and Nick Sahajas, a piano man, switching off. It's going to be late night shows, so we'll probably go out about 10:30 because after the Democratic Convention, wherever they go, after they finish eating, where else they're going to go to enjoy? The Carnival's putting on the Ocean's Rat Pack shows for them to come. Dominic, tonight I'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg, brother, where I seen you a couple weeks ago. Michael won't run. Thank you, Roseanne. I sure hope she doesn't run. Jerry James in the house.
We're gonna need armor for that one, Tone.
Yeah, we're gonna need armor for that. Hey, you guys know I'm not a Patriots fan, and I never liked Tom Brady. Is he probably the greatest quarterback of all time? Who knows? But here's something he said, and I love this. And mind you, write this down, folks, because I never talk about Tom Brady. So write this down. I never praised Tom Brady. Is he a good quarterback? He got caught cheating twice. Besides that, here's something he said that I got a little bit more respect for Tom Brady, and I agree with him. And tell me what you think of this, Jerry. And you people that are watching too, tell me what you think. The biggest problem with a lot of these kids these days, football players, it's all about them. It's all about them. It's their brand, their social media. It's all about me, not about us. There's no way to succeed as a team with that kind of category, with that kind of thinking. Now, that's pretty interesting coming from Tom Brady. Do you think the players have changed through the years, Jerry?
I will say this. Let's put everything in perspective, not just in football. This whole generation feels it's all about this is what I should have becoming. Okay. Now, Mike Singletary, he was entitled. There you go. Entitlement. Mike Singletary was the coach of the San Francisco 49ers. There was a wide receiver, and he was playing like a wuss, like he was pouting. He kicked him out, threw him into the thing, and Mike Singletary lost his job, but Crabtree came back and became a better wide receiver because Singletary disciplined him like Mike Ditka. You don't want to play, get out. Now, everyone's a pansy to these guys. They play up to them. You know, squeaky wheel gets the grease.
That makes a lot of sense, Jerry. And Dominic Torsen says, of course, people care more about the name on the back of the jersey instead of the name on the front. And that makes complete sense. That's so true, and that makes a lot of sense. So I think a lot of these guys are prima donnas. They come out of college. They make a lot of money. They get a shoe deal. They get a commercial. They get a Subway commercial. And it just goes crazy. And I think they lose perspective. But I also believe it starts with the upbringing. I think if your grandparents or your parents teach you to be that low level kind of, in the socket, understand, remember where you come from. I think those players, look at that, Peyton Manning. Okay. I mean, look at Peyton Manning. And you just got to look. It came from his father. It came when he came on. He did what he had to do. Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls, beat the Patriots not once but twice. I think it's all about the money train. Thank you, Captain. It's all about the money.
Archie Manning never won a Super Bowl, I believe.
But he was a great quarterback with the New Orleans Saints. He was great.
Right. Kind of
So
like
you
a
know,
Bears organization. They had like Walter Payton, they had the Archie Manning, but they didn't have the right troops behind them, and they never won anything. Well, Walter did.
yeah, and you know what? And Richard just said what I just said makes a lot of sense. Kids are direct reflection of their parents, and I think it all changed, guys. Lana Payne, how you doing, my dear friend? I know I think
Hi,
it even
Lana.
got worse. It got worse, guys, after 2020 or during 2020, during the pandemic. I think it got worse and worse and worse. When
No, it got worse way before that.
yeah,
It got worse as
I
soon
think we
as
just
the
started
knee
seeing
went
it.
on and they lost all respect to our veterans. That's when it went down to the pit.
Oh yeah, and you know what? That's what I say about anybody in the military or anybody that helped us here, the first responders. They need so much more respect. And what the veterans are doing right now, and the poor, they do nothing to them after they fought for our country. If it wasn't for these people, men and women fighting for our country, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right now. We're a free country because of these people, and they get treated like shit. And I don't know how much longer, if this regime wins again, I don't know how much longer this free speech. Because, you know, for a while back in 2020, Facebook was just watching everything you said and just removing shit. So only the stuff that they wanted you to hear was on social media.
Right.
And, you know, it's just crazy. It's just scary. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. A Bradley University student, 26, yeah. A Bradley University student is graduating with his bachelor's degree in English at the age of 19, Jams.
Wow.
Peoria college student is getting his second college degree. He's only 19 years old. Now, here's a kid that probably listened to his mom and dad and his grandparents and maybe his priest or maybe his coach or maybe whatever in school or some teacher that gave him good guidance. It's a roll of the dice, boy. Yeah. 19, Jams. Think about 19. That. Holy cow.
I just got out of high school at 19.
Oh, listen to this. I need someone to explain to me why it's always, if you can't pay rent, buy fewer lattes and avocado toasts, and not if you can't pay your employees a living wage, buy fewer yachts, rockets, and spacecraft. Explain that to me when a kid in kindergarten.
Oh, a kid from kindergarten said that.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is, no, they're saying, explain to me, here's a kid in kindergarten. What do you say to him?
Right.
Or her? I mean, all these companies, they can have these private jets, have this, but then you pay your employees shit. And then you pay some people that make all this money for doing exactly shit. It's just scary, man. It really is. Roseanne, people have changed. I see it every day. The disrespect and entitlement is out of control. And unfortunately, we let it out of control. And here's something I don't get. Here's what I mean about being fair and unfair. You guys know your history with politics. Former President Bill Clinton. They didn't believe Paula Jones. President Joe Biden, they didn't believe Tara Reid. No. But former President Donald Trump, they all believe that E.G. Carter. I mean, come on. It's just that they hate this guy so much. I don't know how many people actually that don't like him as an individual, as a human being, as a man. I don't think it's just their political stuff I think they like his political stuff. They just don't like him as a man. Do you think that's the case?
You know what? Donald Trump is probably the most transparent president we've seen in decades. I can't think of a more transparent president other than maybe Ronald Reagan. Well, and the thing is that he's got to slow his roll down. You know, he's the way he comes out like you're a toddler and you're being disciplined. He needs to be a little smooth, a little rough around the edges. And if he would just tone it down a little bit, probably one of the greatest presidents of all time.
Yeah. Also, if the election wasn't rigged, he would have won president of the United States again. So I don't care about him coming out with his mouth. I don't care about his tweets. I'd rather have a guy be loud, obnoxious, and tweets than a guy that shakes your hand and fucks you from behind while he's smiling at you. And that's what's going on right now in our country.
Well, they rigged it. They turned around. They came up with that disease that everybody was stuck in their house. They just brainwashed colleges. I mean, it's like bringing your kid to prison instead of a college because they're politically just polluting their brains and just brainwashing these kids.
Yeah.
And I don't ever heard out of a college how they've been reacting lately. You know, all this, it's crazy. It's just nuts.
I can only do what I see from rallies, and I'm not there myself, and I see all the coverage. It's only crazy. Christine, how you doing, honey? Christine, great seeing you yesterday. Thank you for coming.
Great seeing you, Christine.
Village, honey.
She came out of her neighborhood. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, but she said that's her people yesterday. She said it was her people, so it was great seeing you, honey. Peggy Flynn from Kenosha says, "Can I vote for Trump twice?" You can, yeah.
Well, yeah, everybody else does.
And thank you so much, Emo from Florida. Our good friend Emo says, Trump is in court right now, but Weinstein's overturned his sex crimes. I agree with you guys. Clinton's on that Epstein's list. Is this guy spending any time in jail?
No.
Have they arrested him? Have they even called him in on this stuff? Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Do you know if Donald Trump was on that list? You know what would be happening to him right now? It's pathetic and it's unfair.
They'd be hanging him by his ears right now.
You got it. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show back there. Big things, folks, Monday through Friday. Jerry Jams, co-host today. Unemployment. Get this. This is in other countries, Jerry, in other countries. In Finland, 7.8. In Sweden, 8.5. In Turkey, 8.7. Ukraine, unemployment, 10.5%. In Greece, 11%. And the highest one is in Spain right now, 11.76% unemployed people. Wow. It's a scary thing we're dealing with here, guys. And I don't know.
They say the economy's getting better. Where?
Yeah, tell me the economy is getting better. This is interesting, guys. From listen to this, Fox News out of Milwaukee. Researchers discovered a disturbing trend regarding how students' last name can impact your grades. Study finds lower grades given to students with surnames later in alphabetical order. A study showed that a student receiving a good or bad grade isn't solely based on their academic performance, but judged on their last name. Students with last name near the end of the alphabet receive lower grades, while those names starting with a letter at the beginning of the list receive a higher grade. Surveys. Wow. Researchers of the University of Michigan discovered that students from surnames starting with A, B, C, and D or E receive a 0.3 point higher grade out of 100% possible points. But the scholars with later in the alphabet last names receive only a 0.3 point lower grades, creating a 0.6 point gap. Most U.S. adults say they don't ban race college admission. Why does your last name have to do with it?
I give up.
Right? I'm not there, so I have no clue how it is just pretty. I mean, it's amazing now. No matter what story comes out, you have to shake your head. You just have to shake your head. It's just crazy. Guys, you are watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. And you know what that means? We always do birthdays. So let's do some shout outs. April 26th, folks, one of the greatest Italian-American actors of all time, Al Pacino, celebrating a birthday today. Former NBA star for the San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan. God, love him, 68 years old. John Cena, for all you wrestling fans out there, celebrating a birthday. Talia Shari, the great, and from The Godfather. Love her, great actress. And Daniela Croco, our good friend Daniela from the Jersey Girls. Her mother, Teresa, celebrating a birthday today. Rob Wolf, Mike Wolf's brother from American Pickers. I love that show. My good friend Tori. Tori comes to all our shows. I think Buddy's friend. Tori celebrated her birthday yesterday. Great female singer Ella Fitzgerald celebrating a birthday. You got to love my good friend Mary Tarek. Mary, wherever you are, from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Patty Pendergrass is watching. Patty, how you doing? Helen Tenuta, people come up with more shit, don't they? They come up with crazy. Last but not least, the great Ace Frehley, former guitar player of the band Kiss, celebrating a birthday. And tomorrow, my sister Natalie Bosch celebrating a birthday. So happy birthday to Natalie.
Natalie. Yay.
Natalie, a birthday. Absolutely. Now, guys, don't forget, The end of the hour, we're going to give you a trivia question, and the first person who answers gets 2 free tickets to this Thursday coming up, May 2nd, Mojo's Jukebox, my new rock band, and Nixa Hodges' Chicago Piano Man, the Chicago Hitmen Band, at the Des Plaines Theater, 7 o'clock showtime. If you don't win the tickets, go out and get them, oshows.com, but you can win 2 free tickets at the end of the hour. Ray Nardi, April 17th. Sugar Ray was 80 years old. Yes, Ray, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. And, of course, your great son, Nardi himself, great DJ, absolutely great guy. Another guy who works very hard. Okay, Fox News. A lot of this shit happens in Milwaukee, all the stuff that I'm getting. A mom planning a first birthday party for her daughter accidentally invited all 487 contacts ever saved on her phone, including Jess hit her car in the parking lot and Derek Eyeroll. So she accidentally invited all these people to the party. How a California mom planning a first birthday party for her baby girl invited 487 contacts ever saved on her cell phone. Emily King, a 30-year-old teacher in San Jose, explained the mistake in TikTok's video while using Invite, the digital invitation service she was using on her phone earlier this month. You better watch that stuff when you send it out. Now 485 people are coming to that party.
1,000.
Imagine trying to feed those people.
Oh, have a good buffet at Moretti's for them.
Absolutely, guys. Oops. Yeah, right, Mary. Oops. All right, guys. When we all started drinking when we were kids, some of you guys drank your dad's beer. Some of us drank our dad's wine. Some of us got to the hard liquor. If we all did that, I'm sure every guy and woman that's watching right now probably snuck in your dad's liquor cabinet or having your first drink. But I remember when you couldn't afford drinks. Here's a couple of drinks I'm going to throw at you, Jerry. Tell me if you tried them when you were growing up, sneaking that booze, or maybe one of your first drinks. Boone's Farm Apple.
Hell yeah.
Horrible. How about Ripple? Oh, my God.
They're also
Thunderbird. Thunderbird, $1.25 a bottle, and of course, Mad Dog 2020.
I learned after Boone's Farm, forget about it.
Oh my God. Just crazy.
With the
folks.
champagne. I went to champagne. It was better.
You went right to champagne. Guys, all right. A moment of silence. A moment of silence. This is very serious. A moment of silence for all the Facebook friends I've lost because of the stuff I posted or I said. A moment of silence. And this very short moment. You got to love that. Peggy says, love Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill. Okay. See, I've never tried that. I tried the apple. Here's some stuff that's really funny because we only got another 6-7 minutes before we got to give away those two free tickets, guys. Cotton candy was invented by a dentist.
Makes sense. Got all the cavities.
You can't eat sugar, eat cotton candy, then you can get all these people to come and see you. Doctor, my tooth hurts. My patient rotting out. Yeah, the patent for a fire hydrant was lost in a fire.
Go figure.
Go figure that. I love this stuff. Oh my God. Oh,
hey, by the way, it's Natalie's birthday, right?
Pardon me?
It's Natalie's birthday, right?
Saturday. That's Saturday. Also, for all you rocking tomorrow.
Mama
her birthday's
D's,
tomorrow.
Thing, right? And she's doing Mama D's thing, isn't she? Selling Mama D's bread?
No, that's May 11th. That's going to be the St. Charles Car Show. Thank you for reminding me. My sister Natalie, of course, Natalie Bosch, making Mama D's breads, flavored breads, and it's going to be, she sells them here at home, but now she's actually going out on the market with Golden Eagle food trucks all over the summer. It's going to be all over the car shows and festivals and stuff like that. The first one is May 11th at the St. Charles Car Show, so you can go see Michael Batt over there, get a hot dog, get a brat, and get Mama D's flavored breads for the first time on a food truck. It's going to be very, very big. Mary says first drinks with a Schultz. Schlitz. Oh, my gosh. Schultz, Schlitz. Hey, for all you rock and rollers out there. Yeah, there you go. Hey, for all you rock and rollers out there, due to unforeseen circumstances, Humo Smokehouse will be closing immediately under the indefinite future. While this is a devastating decision, we appreciate the community for your support. Wow. That means to tell me that the Brower House is closing in Lombard. Wow. And Brower House had a lot of great bands over there, folks. And as we're coming down, 5 more minutes, folks. Yeah, we're old. More than 100. This is called WGNTV.com. More than 1 to 4 U.S. adults over the age of 50 say they expect to never retire. Jerry, I see people out there. We're getting to the age. We'll never be able to retire. If prices keep going up the way they do, I see people working. Well, you know what I mean. At 67 years old, when you can get your full thing, at 67, why don't they just raise it to 70 so nobody be alive to collect?
It's almost there.
Tell me something, Jerry. When you first retired, would you tell people now if they're going to retire to take all your money up front right away or wait till 67 years old to retire? What would you think?
I took it early. But then again, everyone's situation is different.
Also, the economy was different. Things were different. If you were to retire right now, would you be able to do it with the way society is?
Yeah.
And still be okay?
Yeah, because my job, I get a 3% COLA, like as if I was still working. I never seen the taxes they deducted out of it anyway. Even though, let's say you made 100,000, you only seen, what did I say, 33% of it. You'll never see out of your check.
Never see out of your check.
What was the ratio on that? I think 1 check out of the month was really something out that. Oh yeah, if you got paid every week, 1 check out of the month was all taken for taxes, and the other 3 was in your pocket.
Okay, so there you go.
I never seen the 1 week. My mom said the same thing when I retired. I said, well, I get a 3% COLA. Okay, and that's why I took Social Security early, because I don't need to wait for Social Security to get a COLA.
Right.
Everyone's got a 401k.
And like you said, everybody's different. But I'm talking about if they were to retire right now in 2024, and if they have to wait, I would. Right, if you had the option right now, I would take your money and retire. Why wait? Because you're not 67, 75. Yeah, keep working. 80 years old. You know what? If they make you retire at 65 or 75, whatever, what is it now? 67 to get full Social Security.
6610, depending what your age group is, it might be a little bit more after.
Okay, so why don't the Senate and everybody else, Congress, 66 years old, you're done. Pass it along, let the young kids come in. These guys, 80 years old, depends, drooling while they're talking, still making millions and millions of dollars. It's just crazy. It would be, Patty Pendergrass says, it would be worse if I took it now, losing 40%. 40%. So there you go. Guys, this is one thing I'm going to say real fast, and then we're going to give away those 2 tickets. This is back in between 1950 and 1950 and 2020. So now this is still 24 years ago. Number of children sexually abused by the clergy of the Catholic Church between 1950 and 2020. Throw a number. What do you think, Jerry?
I got a clue. 50%.
216,000 kids. 216,000 kids were molested by the clergy of the Catholic Church between 1950 and 2020. Now, this is 24 years later. I can just imagine what it must be like now. It is crazy. It is nuts. It's over. Guys, it's time for the trivia question. We got 2 minutes left. All right. If you're available, and I'm going to give you the trivia question, only answer if you're available to come to the show next Thursday, May 2nd, the Des Plaines Theater. My new rock band, Mojo's Jukebox, doing the songs that are 60s, 70s, and 80s. Nick Hodges, the piano man, with his band, Chicago Hitmen, doing the songs of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. 2 bands for the price of 1, but we're going to give away 2 free tickets right now. All right, you have to answer, and I'm going to look at the first person to answer. Here is the trivia question. What country is the singer Bryan Adams from? First person to tell me what country is Bryan Adams. Summer of '69, all the great songs, Fits You Good. First person to tell me wins 2 free tickets to come see Mojo's Jukebox Thursday. We got it. Lenny Rago says Canada. Richard
Bingo.
Hamlin says, okay, so Lenny Rago answered first. Lenny, if you're going to, my good friend Lenny, Panini's Pizzas, what's up, buddy? Lenny Rago answered it first, and second would come in Richard Hamlin. So, and third would be Robin Snyder. So, Lenny, private message me if you can't make it. If you can, the tickets are yours. And I'm waiting on Lenny. So Lenny Rago won the tickets. When he
I
private
got
messaged
Richard
me,
first, Lenny, and then Robin.
I've got Lenny Rago at 12:59:48. I got Richard at 12:59:49, and I got Robin at 12:49:52. So Lenny Rago came in with 1 second, 12:50, Lenny. So just let me know if you can make it. The tickets are for you. Also, Lenny does a lot of great work with Seventh Heaven, and also my friend Lenny got us the gig at the Hollywood Hard Rock Casino in Indiana coming up in September. So, Lenny, I'll let you know. If you can't make it, let me know, and I'll let Richard know. And if Richard can't make it, then I'll let Robin know. And after that, if she can't make it, it's going to go right to Captain Blumenberg. Anyway, guys, it's 1 o'clock. It's time for us to go. Tonight,
we gotta close.
What happened? Oh, wait, tonight, Chicago
I wanted
Prime.
to say one thing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. First of all, I want to say to everybody who you haven't heard yet, Joanne Serpico's services are tonight. She was the head of Italian American Club and worked for Elmwood Park, and her husband also was a fireman in town. And that's going to be out on Lake Street. What's the name of that place? The other Galewood? I forget.
Salerno's?
But anyway.
Salerno's?
So that's related to Salerno's. It's going to be at 3 p.m. and then St. Vincent's going to be the funeral tomorrow. And
yeah, she was a great lady. She was a great lady. One of my very first bands at the age of 14, I played in her basement with Philly Serpico, her son Philly, who owns Phil's in Elmwood Park. A great lady. Also, she was part of the joint civic committee for the Italians. Guys, we got to go. Congratulations. Whoever Lenny Rago tells me if he's coming. If not, I'll pass the tickets to the other guys, the winners. Guys, tonight, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Tomorrow, a private event in Moretti's and Elgin, and Sunday, Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Geneva stage in Lake Geneva next Saturday, folks. A lot of fun. I want to thank our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, folks. Remember, download their Ace points, coupons. You got to love all the stuff Ace is doing. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and Mesa, Arizona. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. I want to thank my co-host, the great Jerry Jams. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it, buddy. And I'll see you tomorrow night along with Tony Toto and Danny Ramundi for the Sleepy Hollow Fireworks private party show at Moretti's in Elgin. That is tomorrow night. But tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime with Tony Toto. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments and live entertainment. And happy birthday, my sister-in-law, Natalie Bosch. I love you, Natalie. And guys, Ringo Starr says peace and love. And don't forget the Chicago Music Cruise 2025, March 22nd to March 30th, Fort Lauderdale, Curacao, Aruba, and Coco Key, Bahamas. Mojo's Jukebox, Tony Ocean, the main event band, Hillbilly Rock Stars, and the one and only, the ringleaders themselves, Seventh Heaven. It's going to be fantastic. ChicagoMusicCruise.com. Tell them Tony O sent you. Guys, God bless you. Ringo Starr says peace and love. We need it more than ever. Jerry, love you, brother. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Have a good weekend. Bye, everybody.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. God bless you. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday.